Who knew? Let's go.
I never knew I never knew
Mic check,
Hey.
1, 2.
I never knew
Who would've knew?
I never knew
Who'd've known?
I never knew
Fuck with a
I
thought.
never knew
Motherfucker comes out,
I never knew
sells a couple of million records. When these motherfuckers hit the scene.
I never knew
I don't do black music, I don't do
Right.
white music. I make fight music for high school
Hey.
kids. Put lives at risk when I drive like this. I put wives at risk with a knife like this. Shit, you probably think I'm in your tape deck now. I'm in the backseat of your truck with duct tape stretched out. Duck the fuck way down, waiting to straight jump
One
out.
thing about Eminem, he gonna keep them duct tapes, okay? He gonna try to duct tape people's mouths and legs up and cameras and all that type of shit. You know, that's one thing about him. He gonna keep them damn duct tapes and them cameras and recording shit.
Over your mouth and grab you by the face. What now? Oh, you want me to watch my mouth? How? Take my fucking eyeballs out and turn them around? Look, I'll burn your fucking house down, circle around and hit the hydrant so you can't put your burning furniture out. I'm sorry, there must be a mix-up. You want me to fix up lyrics while the president gets his dick sucked? Fuck that, take drugs, rape sluts, make fun of gay clubs, men who wear makeup, get away, wake up, get a sense of humor. We're trying to censor music, this is for your kids' music. But don't blame me when little Eric jumps off of the terrace, you should have been watching him. Apparently you ain't parents.
I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid. I never knew I'd get him to slit his wrist. I never knew I'd get him to hit this bitch. I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid. I never knew I'd get him to slit his wrist. I never knew I'd get him to hit this bitch.
So who's bringing the guns in this country? I couldn't sneak a plastic pellet gun through customs over in London. And last week I seen this Schwarzenegger movie where he's shooting all sorts of these motherfuckers with a Uzi. I see these 3 little kids up in the front row, screaming go, with their 17-year-old uncle. I'm like, guidance, ain't they got the same moms and dads who got mad when I asked if they like violence? And told me that my tape taught them to swear. What about the makeup you allow your 12-year-old daughter to wear? So tell me that your son doesn't know any cuss words when his bus driver's screaming at him, fucking him up worse. And fuck was the first word I ever learned up in the 3rd grade, flipping the gym teacher the bird.
Trust me, listen. Being around parents and hearing all sorts of things in movies, we was all cussing at an early age, okay? I don't care. Kids, they cuss at an early age when they hear stuff. You know what I'm saying? They gonna hear things. Y'all know when parents be around their kids, even if they like probably 3, 4, 5, I'm gonna say 6, 7 years old, and they be like, don't say that, but they gonna say it anyways in front of the kids. So what you expect? I never understood that. But every kid, you know what I'm saying, every kid in childhood cuss. Okay? Cuss. Even at school, cuss. Cussing at the teachers, cussing at their friends, everybody. Okay?
Up about how I used to get beat up, peed on, be on free lunch, and change school every 3 months. My life's like kinda what my wife's like. Fucked up after I beat her fucking ass every night, Ike. So how much easier would life be if 19 million motherfuckers grew to be just like me?
Cause I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid. I never knew I'd get him to slit his wrist. I never knew I'd get him to hit this bitch. I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid. I never knew I'd get him to slit his wrist. I never knew I'd get him to hit this bitch. I never knew I
have a new house or a new car. A couple years ago I was more poor than you are. I don't got that bad of a mouth, do I? Fuck shit ass bitch, cunt, shoobity doo wop. Skibbity bebop of Christopher Reeve. Sonny Bono skis horses and hitting some trees.
Hey!
How many retards to listen to me and run up in the school shooting when they pissed at the teach? Her, him, is it you, is it them? Wasn't me, Slim Shady said to do it again. Damn, how much damage can you do with a pen? Man, I'm just fucked up as you would've been. You would've been in my shoes, who would've thought? Slim Shady would be something that you would've bought. That would've made you get a gun and shoot at the cop. I just said it, I ain't know if you do it or not.
Cause I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid. I never knew I'd get him to slit his wrist. I never knew I'd get him to hit this bitch. I never knew I would get this big. I never knew I'd affect this kid. I never knew I'd get him to slit his wrist. I never knew I'd get him to hit this bitch.
How the fuck was I supposed to know?
You just never knew. It be that way. I like this beat though. Hey. Alright, so I never knew I. Never knew I. he just never knew. You know what I'm saying? He just never knew. You know? It be that way. You know? Especially teenagers, you know, when they listen to music, you know what I'm saying, about stuff, you know, what they explain the songs or what they say, you know, they follow that, you know, especially if it's like violence related or whatever it is, you know. It's just, sometimes it becomes an influence, you know. You just never knew. You never know. But I like that though. Never knew I would have hit this bitch. Child, everybody hit everybody. That's nothing new. Everybody hits everybody. Alright. We on to the next track. Steve Birdman. Eminem and Steve Birdman. Who's that? Let's go.